Hello everybody and welcome back to the SBGamefun channel and to a Good Friday episode. Here we are, yes, and it is Good Friday for those who celebrate Good Friday. And here we are in Sherlock Holmes's 221 Baker Street, London flat. And here's where we need to go, the Strand Lane bath. Okay. Let me see if anything updated in the room. I'm afraid to look at that. He might still be peeping at that crazy lady on the other end. Oh. Why is he staring at the telescope through her? All right. Let's not look at that. Hey, Toby. Good Toby.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Toby. Encyclopedia. Do we ever find his drug paraphernalia? Maybe it's... I don't think so. I mean, isn't there like bullet holes in its walls? His archives. What's that? What's that? Something new. It's letters. That's his post. Oh, I think I did click on this at one point. There was nothing here though. Let's take a look and see what the first one is. Sherlock. Oh, this is Mycroft's resentment. Dear brother, you have made the most terrible mistake once again. Are you quite aware that the fact that the Empire is at the brink of international conflict? How could you pass this incredibly sensitive case to those feather-brained Scotland Yard bobbies? Very well, yes. They caught the criminal. But have you not read the newspapers? The great fuss that has risen around it. They are generalizing all Mexicans. And as you know, the Empire has arrangements with a great many varied and loyal Mexican enterprises. You should think about that. Yours, Mycroft. Okay. That was he was not happy with Sherlock. Here's another one. The Strand. No escape from London police. The grotesque murder of the former Captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Patrick Cairns, one of Carey's former harpooners. In fact, the dangerous criminal was caught single-handedly by brave Inspector Lestrade in a hand-to-hand fight. Patrick Cairns is now sentenced to death. Ooh. That's our first case.
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Okay, so there has no post yet for the riddle on the rails that we just completed. So let's just begin let's head to the Strand Lane bath.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
The suspects.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. the manager of the Bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He will be able to give you more details.
Alrighty, so we got a cursory read on that in the information. So we need to talk. Oh, that guy disappeared. Oh, he's right here, Mr. Phillips. Let's talk to Mr. Phillips.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Now let's take a visual profile. We have what appears to be 6 different options here. So let's see if there's something about his nose. Light wrinkles, so he's semi-older. He's clean-shaven. Oh, it's a starch color. It's fastidious. I don't mean. I was scanning his face and I got a starch color. Okay, and he's got clean ears, maybe. I don't know. Scissor cut. Grooms himself. He lives alone. Yeah, it looks like he's well dressed. Shiny buttons. What does that mean? He's takes care of his uniform. Manchester City. So this is part of the Manchester City bathhouses. No, what's this? And there's our character portrait. Tell us what happened.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Were there any other visitors to the bathhouse?
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Okay, based on Mr. Phillips's account, it is not very easy for people to come and go through these doors because it makes a lot of noise. Alright, so. Is this the door I came through? Okay, this must be the changing room where they change. So there's some stuff here, so let's take a look.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
Yeah, but who?
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Shoes, boots, boot wearer. Appears to be 3.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Okay, one of the men is very, or should I say, is rich. Candle has no. Look at that champagne bottle.
Champagne for a special occasion. Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session. Champagne. Unopened.
Huh.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
So we have an ice bucket. We have champagne that's being chilled. And it's unopened. So therefore they never were able to come back into this room to partake of the drink. So whatever happened, happened all inside. Is this where the steam room is? Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Dead guy. A DB. A dead body.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Piquancy. What is a piquancy? I should probably look that word up. Alright, let's examine the room. Or the body. He looks like he's bleeding out of his eyes. Someone spiked him in the head. The wound.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Ooh, what a way to die. Oh.
Well, death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
The body's still warm, no rigor. Oops.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Okay, let's say that again.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Rather large, so he bled profusely. Okay, so he died right here with a lot of bleeding through the eyes. Is there something I missed?
There was only...
So he stabbed in the eye.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Alright, so we have some of the evidence can be used in the investigation. What is this? Oh, yeah, it'll be marked with specific icons. This is a conversation, and this is an unopened. Sorry, this is an unopened bottle of champagne ice buckets found in the bath's changing room. And what we have here is we need to perform an analysis. The sample of dirt from of dirt from Sir Rodney's fingernails. So we have an example. Okay, oh, what else we got here? So here is Alan Phillips. So we have two more that we haven't picked up. And sorry, I didn't even look at this. This is my results. So let's head back to the task. The task for this is to search the crime scene and the area of the Strand Lane baths. Find the missing weapon that was used to kill Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Alright, so perform an analysis. Alright, so that's not green. Did I miss something? Dirt in the fingers.
The death is very recent.
So blue. It has to be. I don't find anything else. Oh, look at the blood.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Yes, so now we have two samples. Oh, look at that. I totally forgot to. So we have the dirt under the fingernail and the blood sample that we need to take a look at, both at Baker Street. Okay, so let's concentrate. There it is.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Bloodborne pathogens. That's all we need. So we can talk to Phillips about the key, but let's continue with our steam switch. There's an actual switch for the steam? Okay.
G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
Seattle, Washington. So turning it down
with the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Okay, so how do I turn it off? I have to use my fancy Sherlock senses. Okay, so with it off, this is what it looks like. With it on, you just saw it was extremely opaque and difficult to see. We got some sunglasses. We got some glasses here. Broken glasses.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Okay, so a couple things. I'm a person who has myopia, and they set the glass too close to the brazier, so it heated up and cracked the glass. At least that's his assertion. The brazier.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
What is this?
I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
It's melted metal.
It is too hot. I cannot reach into it.
Okay, so I have to find something to help me lift whatever that is out. Okay. We have a police officer, so let's go down the list, starting from the top. Oh my goodness, he's got blood all over the place, dude.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Mr. Garrow.
It's horrible. Sir Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else? I found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep. I don't want to stay here. Let us out, please. It's horrible. Sir Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Okay. So, he clearly wants to go outside and talk. Mr. Pitkin.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk. If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
Okay, that might be a good idea. Looks like I'm going to get that same reaction from everybody. Mr. Blinkhorn.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment. I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to leave? Or do we have to stay here? Can't we go?
I feel ill. I want to go.
Okay. So, I can't get anything else out of them. So let's head back outside.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes? Oops. That was... I need to do a quick... Sherlock. Senses? I got nothing. Nothing. Alright. So let's take a look at this area, see if there's anything that the senses might pick up. Other than the champagne there.
I cannot leave until I have seen the body.
Oh, so I knew it. There is something there that I missed. That's why it hasn't turned green.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Or something in this room.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Look at that. That's interesting. Look. There's no highlights here. I can't highlight anything. But yet I can highlight over here. Under the...
There was only one hit.
Yeah, you see that? That was weird. Because his
There was
special...
only one.
His special skills does not determine anything on here. Dirty finger.
Some dirt.
Okay, which...
Well, death is very.
And a wrist. I'm not getting anything off the floor either, so... Did I miss something? Okay. Let me step back and look up, because I didn't do that before. And I ended up running in circles. Okay, maybe there's an instrument around here somewhere to pick up the item.
Blood trail.
Okay, so we have blood everywhere on this guy's towel because he touched the body. And all three of these guys do not want to talk to me in this steam room, which I understand. I'm half naked. Oh, there's a grid here.
The grid cannot be removed.
Okay, so let's take a look real quick. I'm pretty sure this shows that it's not cleared. At least that's what it implies to me. So that hold on, maybe I need to turn this on.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Yeah, you can't literally can't see anything. There's the three guys, and the officer should be over there. There's a fireplace. What is that? The brazier. Okay, so clear. I need to find something to do that.
The
maybe.
brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
So there's something here I need to pick up, but I do not have that. Maybe it's out here.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the...
Yes, I know, Sherlock. Yes, I know, sir. I know something, sir.
Expensive.
Okay.
An ice bar. Champagne. Unopened.
Okay, there's nothing of value here. Is there anything in the lockers? Do I need to look at it with the... Yeah, there's nothing. Put it back down.
I cannot leave until I have seen the body.
Okay, you have seen the body. Okay, there's something here I'm missing.
There was only one...
Okay, one final look at the hands here. Oh, it's right over here.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
I'm just not paying attention.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Okay, so we don't have a weapon. We still got to get whatever this is out of the... whatever that is. So, let's head out now that we've gotten the body. Will they allow me to leave now? Okay, good.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Wait.
Please wait. I need to do something first.
Okay, there were some doors over here. That's the one going into the steam room. What does that say? A poditarium. Pseudotarium. I guess that's the name of the room. Exitus. That's the exit. And what is this? Frigidarium. Frigid. Okay, I'm assuming this is a refrigerator. A refrigerator. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's office.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
So the guy had a workshop here.
I will need these tongs.
What do you know? Archaeological tools.
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
And that's it for that table. Hold on, let's do... I should try to make sure I do this with everything. Okay, here's another table. There's a letter. This metal plate, besides its archaeological interests, appears to be a part of something larger. At the present moment, I am unable to determine exactly what that might be. That's interesting. It looks like a shield. Well, not a shield because it has no way to hold it. Although if you look at it, okay, it looks like a crown turned sideways. I don't know if that's exactly what I'm getting from it, but yeah, these look like they're all cutouts. I mean, it's completely embossed out of the this curved thing here. perforated plate.
A
Okay,
shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
oh, I took it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Alright, so this table is done. Let's take a look at his research table. Examine it. Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strand Line Baths in the next month. Egypt is far away and it's time to focus on English archaeology, bringing light on our national treasures and offering them to the public. Many journalists could cover. Light on our national treasures. I would like to see. Okay, I think I read this whole thing. Treat them well. Okay, I want to make sure I read it all. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event and record it favorably. If we treat them well enough, I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. There is an update. Oh my goodness, look how much stuff we have to still do. Okay. No pencil, no glass, no whatever that is. But the newspaper. The Daily Mirror. There are few among us who could claim any degree of familiarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety, and vigor to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charm, as has oft been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's chamber and carries an influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving, authoritarian. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. All right, and another letter. The Times. Miraculous reopening of the Strand Lane Roman baths. Excavation research. The research efforts were about to be halted when his savior arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds the key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers with all the exciting news as it develops. So it looks like the bath was reopening. Or seemingly reopening. But you can't reopen an archaeological site if it's...
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Yeah, you can't reopen a bathhouse if the archaeological site's items can't be disturbed. So let's take a look and see what's here. Look up. Remember to look up and look down. What is this? A box. Photos negatives. Asouan, 1888.
Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations. A glass plate negative is missing.
So there's a missing one.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Alright. And that is it. Let's do a quick Sherlock talent. Nothing of value left. So what's down here? Oh! Cutscene.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Examine the fallen blocks.
Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Okay, so we can't go this way at the moment. There's a fresco here. All these walls have some painting on it. Religious Roman bathhouse. Alright, so we can't do any. Oh, hold on. Let's do a quick Sherlock talent. There's nothing here. Okay. And that's going to be it. I think we are going to leave it right there for this episode. And we will return here and head back to, I believe, and talk to Lestrade. We'll talk to Lestrade on the next episode when we go back in and interrogate the suspects from the murder or whatever happened in that room right there. So alright, so I will leave it there. Again, thank you very much for clicking on the video and watching it. I think I like these slightly shorter formats. But if you like this kind of content, make sure you click on subscribe and click on that bell to get notified when I upload new content. And we'll hope to see you back here on the next episode as we continue investigating the Roman bathhouse and interrogate the suspects. Until then, have a good one.